Hello everyone, welcome to this hands-on test. Today, I'm going to check out an innovative electric toothbrush that has the special feature of having a built-in toothpaste reservoir. I talked to you about it over a year ago on my TikTok account. At the time, it was just a project being funded on Indiegogo that I backed, and I finally received the product a few days ago. So I want to see with you if it lives up to its promises, if it's pleasant to use, and I suggest we get started right away. So it's made by an American company called Nest. As you can see, the design is really futuristic, and they've actually won several awards for it. So, the toothbrush has an automatic toothpaste dispenser, a timer that will let us know when to stop brushing, ultra-hygienic silicone tips with a vibration system to clean thoroughly, and also a UV sterilization system that will allow us to eliminate viruses and bacteria after each use. So, what do we have inside? Okay, so of course we have a manual, what appears to be a storage case, the USB-C charging cable, the storage stand with the charging port here. And by the way, it looks like it's charged because when I run my finger over it, the UV light turns on inside. And finally, here we have the toothbrush, which honestly is just beautiful. Well, listen, so far I'm quite pleased. It's always risky to fund projects on the internet, but it did arrive, and let's say that visually it meets expectations. They really did a great job aesthetically. It's a beautiful object that you want to use, and it's different from the models you can currently find on the market. So on that front, it's a win for me. So here we go, all that's left is to try it out. For the first step, you'll need to remove the toothbrush head, which is entirely made of silicone. To do that, you have to twist it a bit and pull. Okay, perfect. So inside the handle there's the reservoir, so let's fill it up right away. I don't think you'll be able to see it on camera, but it is indeed hollow inside. I brought a regular sized tube of toothpaste with me. Let's see if the tip fits. So, will it go in? Oh, it's exactly the right size. They did a good job, so I guess you just have to press for it to go inside. There you go. That seems pretty good to me. In theory, this should last for 1 to 2 weeks, and actually it can be handy when you're traveling. At least you don't need to bring your toothpaste tube with you. Now, I'm going to close it. Perfect. And before using it, I'll need to charge it since it's an electric toothbrush. But you can also use it manually because the head, as you can see, is pretty standard. It was designed for that. So to do that, you need to remove the lower part. And as you can see, there's a USB port inside. So let's go. I'm going to plug in the cable, which is really very short. And as you can see, there's a small LED that lights up on the central bar of the E in the logo. It's a small detail, but it's always nice. So I'm going to wait a few moments for it to charge and I'll be back with you right after. Alright, the toothbrush is ready. I'll try it out, especially the mechanism that always gives the right amount of toothpaste. Let's go. I'm turning on the toothbrush. The button's right here. Okay, so it vibrates, but it's pretty quiet. And honestly, I don't feel like the bristles are moving. And apparently to get the toothpaste out, it's here. It does come out when you press. Okay, so it works. You can still see that there are vibrations because there are drops of water falling. And now, let's start the test. So it's really very strange because the silicone bristles are extremely soft. As a result, it doesn't really feel like it's brushing, even though I still have that clean feeling inside my mouth. I'm not sure if you heard, but there are regular pauses in the vibrations to signal when to change position. And at the end of the timer, the toothbrush stops completely. Once we're done brushing our teeth and we've obviously rinsed it, we're supposed to put our toothbrush on its stand. And for that, apparently, we just have to place it right here. And thanks to a magnetic system, it stays in place. Honestly, it works really well. And to be honest, it's the most beautiful stand I've ever seen for a toothbrush. So yes, it does take up some space. It's not very discreet, but it nearly looks like a sculpture. But it's not just decorative, there's also a practical side. Because as soon as I inserted my toothbrush inside, the UV sterilizer turned on. So the head is being cleaned of bacteria and any viruses that might be on it. And honestly, if you're sick like I might be right now, it can be useful. Even though generally we don't share our toothbrush, it can help keep all that from multiplying. Well, my first impression is pretty positive. It makes me want to keep using it. That's actually what I'm going to do in the next few days to get a more complete opinion. And I'll give you my final verdict at the end of the video. Now, I suggest we take a look at the travel case. So it comes in this minimalist form, and I think it's great that they offer one. It's different from the little plastic caps you put on toothbrush heads to keep them from touching other items in your bag. So here we have a non-slip surface to stand it upright, the button to open it, and on the top, as you can see, it looks like it's not finished. And that's completely normal because we can take the UV sterilizer off its stand and put it directly here when we go on a trip. Since the toothbrush is made of silicone, it doesn't slip, so you basically have to grab it by the head to remove it. That's not ideal and feels a bit contradictory. See, I can put it back in. And it doesn't move at all. Maybe that part should be reconsidered, but honestly, it's very stylish and makes the toothbrush something you want to care for just as it cares for you. There you go. Now I just need to test it in real conditions, which I'll do after this transition. It's time for the review of this innovative toothbrush from the brand Nest. One of its strengths, as you know, is its appearance. And I was a bit worried that with the silicone, dirt would stick to it a lot. But in the end, as you can see, it's actually pretty reasonable. There are indeed some traces of toothpaste, but even without washing it every day, as you can see, it doesn't become a nightmare either. It feels really good in the hand. I really like the toothpaste dispenser as well as the holder, which both work perfectly. However, in my opinion, the travel case could be improved. I don't like that you have to grab the toothbrush head to pull it out when you want to use it. But the most crucial element is, of course, brushing your teeth. And in that regard, I have to say I'm quite disappointed. I even feel like going back to a more traditional toothbrush. Quite simply because the silicone nubs don't seem very effective to me. I always feel like I still have dental plaque or bits of food left after several minutes of brushing, which is a bit unfortunate for a toothbrush. And the strangest thing about this is that I went to their website to see if they had other types of brush heads. And apparently there's only one, which doesn't even seem to match the one I received. I wondered if, in the meantime, they chose to offer a better model with traditional bristles in the center. But I have no way to verify that. So, as things stand, I don't think I'll keep using it. Anyway, that's it. It's over now. If you're interested, check out my video on homemade whitening toothpaste. I'll see you soon for new adventures. Goodbye.